His Excellency Rajendra Viswanath Arlekar, Honorable Governor of Kerala, Professor M.K. Sanoo, and all the dignitaries on and off the dais. We are here in a meeting in SNV Sadanam, which was founded by Tavasini Amma, who gave solace to the innumerable number of poor, downtrodden girl students by providing food, shelter at Abalasramam and later at SNV Sadanam. First, on behalf of Probhodha Trust Kochi, I express my gratitude to authorities of SNV Sadanam. Also, I express my sincere gratitude for accepting our humble request to release the book by His Excellency Shri.Rajendra Arlekar, Honorable Governor of Kerala. I am very proud to say that I am delighted that His Excellency's mother tongue is Konkani, which is my language. Now, let me come to my welcome address. My hearty welcome to His Excellency Shri.Rajendra Arlekar, Honorable Governor of Kerala, for this book release function. Now, I welcome Professor M.K. Sanoo, the renowned writer, critic and Kerala Jyothi Award winner, to receive the book. I welcome him in this meeting. I welcome Professor Vinod Kumar Kallolickal, Professor of History, Maharajas College, Ernakulam, to preside over the book release function. Again, I welcome Sri Anand G Kamath, Trustee P.G. Kamath Foundation, to introduce the book. Next, my turn is welcoming Uday Narsinha Mhambro from Goa, who wrote this book in Konkani and made us possible to translate this book into Malayalam. Last but not the least, I welcome Srimati M.R. Geeta, Secretary SNV Sadanam, who has helped us to conduct the book release function. I welcome all who are sitting on the dais, off the dais. Special mention to Balakrishna Mallayya, translator of the book, Sri Durgadas Parab from Goa, media persons, Justice Gobinathan, R.S. Bhaskar, Payyannur Ramesh Pai, Sri Dr. K. Radhakrishnan Nair, and all. Individually I want to welcome, but time is very limited, so I am shortening. Thank you.
I also extend a warm invitation to Sri Anand G Kamath, Trustee of P.G. Kamath Foundation, to introduce the book.
His Excellency Governor of Kerala, Shri.Rajendra Viswanath Arlekar, Professor Sanoo and others on the dais, book lovers of the dais, Namaskaram. Hridayakettu Azhinjappol, ഇന്നത്തെ പ്രകാശനം ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന പുസ്തകത്തിൻ്റെ ടൈറ്റിലാണ് മലയാളം പുസ്തകം. അതിൻ്റെ കൊങ്കണി മൂലം കാലേജ് ഉസ്വലാം Konkani. It is a collection of essays. Original writer is Sri Uday Mhambro and translator is N. Balakrishna Mallayya. Publishers are Probhodha Publications, Ernakulam. It is priced 200 rupees. Konkani writer Sri Uday Mhambro and Malayalam translator Sri N. Balakrishna Mallayya are Konkani poets. The poetic style of original writer reflects in the translation too. Translation from Konkani to Malayalam are just 5 now. Hridayakettu Azhinjappol is the latest addition. Kudos to both Sri Uday Bab and N. Balakrishna Mallayya. Speciality of the translation Hridayakettu Azhinjappol is that ecstasy and bliss while reading the original is retained here. The pages of the book enthralled me so much that I went back to my childhood. Though this book is categorized as collection of essays, it is actually an autobiography of Sri Uday Mhambro, limiting to his childhood and youth. People and experience run as flashback in this book. The places, houses of Goa and Mumbai, his residence, people are replete with color and aroma of real life. Readers will get this vibration in the heart. Chapter 6, Mettayile Veedu, is a classic example. Many more in the book. Many Malayalam equivalents to Konkani words do not exist. It is a fact. The life and culture of Goa is also different. But Malayalam readers will not find it otherwise to imbibe and get the spirit of Goan life. I am sure Hridayakettu Azhinjappol will be received well by the Malayali crowd. The beauty of this book is that the picture it paints is sweet and lovely. The bond of about 400 years between Goa and Kerala ought to get strengthened with this book release. This book is available at the sale counter here after the book release at a special price of 150 rupees. I wish you all happy reading. Thank you and namaskaram.
Thank you, sir. Further, it is our privilege to have with us Professor M.K. Sanoo, the revered literary critic and the recipient of numerous honors, including the prestigious Kerala Jyothi Award. Sir, we are requesting you to address the audience. I invite Dr. Vinod Kumar Kallolickal, Professor of History at Maharajas College, Ernakulam, to deliver the presidential address.
Ellavarkum namaskaram. Respected His Excellency, Shri.Rajendra Viswanath Arlekar, Honorable Governor of Kerala, eminent literary critic, Professor M.K. Sanoo, distinguished guests, dear friends and well-wishers. It is an immense privilege to stand before you today on this special occasion, the release of the book Hridayakettu Azhinjappol, written by esteemed Uday Narsinha Mhambro and translated by dedicated N. Balakrishna Mallayya. We are truly honored by the presence of His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Kerala, whose gracious participation is not only a recognition of our efforts, but also a motivation for us to embrace greater responsibilities in the service of literature and society. Probhodha Trust, since its inception, has been committed to propagate the ideals of Mahatma Gandhi. In a world that is constantly evolving, the relevance of Gandhian values, truth, non-violence, passive resistance, settlement and compromise remains undiminished. Our trust continues to nurture these principles, ensuring that they may remain deeply embedded in the consciousness of future generations. SNB Sadanam, with a legacy of spanning over a century, stands a testament to the transformative power of education and social reform. Founded by Tapasini Amma, a remarkable woman disciple of Narayana Guru, it embodies her visionary ideals of knowledge, equality, and spiritual enlightenment. Guru's teachings have shaped society that values wisdom over ignorance and unity over division. Sadanam remains a guiding force in upholding these noble values. The book being released today is more than a translation. It is a bridge between linguistic traditions, bringing diverse literary worlds closer in an era where literature unites minds and dissolves barriers, authors like Shri Uday Narsinha Mhambro play a vital role. Their efforts ensure that profound narratives transcend linguistic confines, enriching a wider audience with a depth and meaning. Professor M.K. Sanoo, a distinguished literary critic, graces the occasion with his presence. His insightful perspectives on literature have helped to shape our appreciation of creative works, and we are eagerly await his reflections on this remarkable translation. This event also holds a personal significance. A few weeks ago, my colleagues Naveen Kumar DD, Anand G Kamath, and I had the privilege of presenting a book published by Probhodha Trust on the founder of SNV Sadanam, to the Honorable Governor. That moment underscored the deep historical and cultural ties we continue to foster through literature and scholarship. It is also a moment of pride to mention that Naveen Kumar DD, Secretary of Probhodha Trust, has recently been appointed as Member Secretary of the Kerala State Konkani Sahitya Academy, a well-deserved recognition of his contribution to literature and society. For Probhodha Trust and SNV Sadanam, today is not just a celebration, but a reaffirmation of our mission. The esteemed presence of His Excellency encourages us to continue our work with great dedication and purpose. As we mark this momentous occasion, let us recognize the power of literature in shaping minds and societies. May Hridayakettu Azhinjappol inspire many, fostering dialogue and reflections across generations. Together, let us continue to enrich the world through our shared commitment to knowledge and social harmony. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the President of SNV Sadanam, Professor M.K. Sanoo, and the Secretary, M.R. Geeta, along with the members of SNV Sadanam and the inmates of this hostel. A sincere thanks to all the students and friends gathered here for your presence and support. Thank you all.
With a great respect, I invite Dr. Vinod Kumar Kallolickal to honor our esteemed chief guest, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri.Rajendra Viswanath Arlekar. The most awaited moment of the event, I humbly invite His Excellency, the Honorable Governor, to release the book Hridayakettu Azhinjappol and request Professor M.K. Sanoo to receive the book. Thank you, sirs. It is also our privilege to request His Excellency to honor the author of this remarkable work, Shri Uday Narsinha Mhambro. I request Shri Mhambro to kindly come forward and receive this honor. Thank you, sir. May I request His Excellency, Honorable Governor, to honor the translator of the book, Shri Balakrishna Mallayya. I request Shri Mallayya to receive the honor. The author, Shri Uday Narsinha Mhambro, to give a response speech.
Namaskaram. എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ ഹൃദയം നിറഞ്ഞ അഭിവാദ്യനം. Respected Shri.Rajendra Arlekar ji, Honorable Governor of Kerala, esteemed guests, dear friends and members of literary community, सगळ्यांक माय मोगाचो नमस्कार. Language connects us. Yet, I must admit, I am most fluent in Konkani. While I hope to learn Malayalam someday, for now, I have written my speech in English so that everyone can understand. It is a privilege to be here in Kerala, a land with deep ties to my homeland Goa. For over 5 centuries, Konkani-speaking people have made Kerala their home, enriching its culture and traditions. This gathering is a celebration of that shared heritage. We are honored to have Shri.Rajendra as chief guest of today's function. It is a beautiful coincidence that his mother tongue is also Konkani, making this occasion even more special. Rajendra is not only an esteemed politician, but also a deeply sensitive and well-read individual. His curiosity and love for knowledge set him apart as a leader. His kind and approachable nature make him a beloved leader wherever he goes. I sincerely pray that under his leadership, Kerala continues to flourish and progress. भोमानेस्त राजेंद्र बाब, तुम्ही काळीज उसवला पुस्तकाचो मल्याळम अणकार लोकार्पण करपाची आमची विनंती मान्य केली, देखून तुमकां मनापासून धन्यवाद. टुडे इज अ स्पेशल माइलस्टोन, द मल्याळम publication of Kaleej Uswalam. Originally published by Sanjana Publication, I am grateful to Dinesh Manerkar for believing in this book. The overwhelming love from readers across Goa, Mumbai, Konkan, Mangalore, Karwar, and now Cochin has been truly inspiring. In fact, their heartfelt responses have motivated us to compile a collection of reviews and articles which will be published in March 2025. Additionally, the Marathi translation of the book is set for release later this year, marking yet another exciting chapter in this journey. This translation would not have been possible without my dear friend Balakrishna Mallayya, his dedicated efforts. My heartfelt thanks to Sahitya Academy Award winning poet Sharatchandra Shanai for his meticulous editing, and Anand G Kamath, Trustee of PG Kamath Foundation, for bringing this book to Kerala. A truly special moment today is the presentation of the first copy to the legendary Professor M.K. Sanoo, whose contributions to Malayalam literature continue to inspire generations. I am deeply humbled by the love and support this book has received. Literature unites us beyond borders, and I hope this translation strengthens the bond between Konkani and Malayalam. I extend my sincere gratitude to Probhodha Prakashan for publishing the Malayalam edition, and SNV Sadanam for their unwavering support in bringing this book to a new audience. Thank you to all the esteemed guests, the wonderful people of Kerala for being here today. Your presence fills my heart with immense happiness. म्हाका काळजांतल्यान खूब खोशी जाली. तुमकां सगळ्यांक देव बरें करूं. नंदी.
It is my pleasure duty to invite His Excellency, the Honorable Governor, Shri.Rajendra Viswanath Arlekar, to address the gathering.
Namaskaram. I am also a little bit confused. In which language should I speak to you? The problem is that I am not good at English, but certainly very good at Konkani. But still, the confusion which my friend Uday had persists in my mind also. So let me try both the languages. I hope you will understand and forgive me also. आयच्या ह्या कार्यक्रमाच्या निमतान जे पुस्तक प्रकाशन आसा, म्हजे मित्र उदय बाब म्हांबरो हांणी बरयल्लें पुस्तक काळीज उसवलां, ताज्या अनुवादाचो अणकाराचो आज प्रकाशन सोहळो. And on this very auspicious occasion, we have well distinguished guests on the dais. Amongst them, Professor M.K. Sanoo. I need not add any adjectives to before his names. You well know him. Shri D.D. Naveen Kumar, Shri Anand Kamath, Shri Vinod Kumar Kallolickal, Uday himself. Don't misunderstand, I have been not taking his full name. He is a little bit closer to me. And in Konkani we just go, are ture, khoi re, kenna re, kaso. And so that makes our relations more deepened. And Priya Sahodari Saudan Mare. Today's program is really a special occasion. All the way coming from Goa, Uday Bab has presented his artistic creation before the speaker, before the people who are speaking Malayalam. The very book itself, if you go to read that book, maybe in Malayalam, many of those who are settled in Kerala and have roots in Goa will find it as an emotional book. You are getting sentimentally connected with those atmosphere, those days. And many of you may feel, why I am here? We must go there back. We go back to our roots. That is what you will be feeling after reading the books. This particular book, in fact, Kaleej Uswalam, expressing the heart itself. And the heart, Kaleej je usavta, bhair yata, then afterwards it has got no limits. How it comes, where it flows, there are no limits to it. The whole Kaleej, the heart, comes out. and you lose everything. You lose the atmosphere here. You lose the familiar conditions here. And you go back to those days. आयजच म्हाका उदयबाब मेळ्ळे हांगासर येवच्या आदीं. ताज्या आदीं तांची आनी म्हजी तशी मैत्री आसा. तांणी म्हणूंक ना, तांणी एक डिस्टन्स, तांणी एक अंतर सांबाळ्ळें की राजन हो राज्यपाल आसा पूण ताका मित्र कसो म्हणूं. बट आय कॉल हिम एज माय फ्रेंड. ही इज माय फ्रेंड फॉर मेनी मेनी इयर्स बॅक. तो म्हजो मित्र आसा, फ्रेंड आसा. उदय इज माय फ्रेंड. And what he has presented today, his kalis, his heart, and that heart is before you. उदयबाब हो बरे पट्टीचे लेखक. हें तांचें पयलें पुस्तक न्ही. He has been writing throughout those years. And he has made me friend when I was in assembly as a minister. There was an issue. You must be knowing, he is a bhatkar, coconut dealer, well-known coconut dealer. There are many bhatkars, many coconut dealers. But Uday is outstanding amongst them. He is a different person. There was an issue in the assembly regarding coconut trees. And the whole opposition again, as a minister of environment, I had presented one bill before the house. And that coconut tree, which we call as a coconut tree, is botanically not called as a tree. It is called as a palm. Those who know science and botany will understand that tree and palm are different. And whole opposition, whole Goa was agitated over that. We wanted to remove this from coconut tree definition, from tree definition. Uday Bab supported me. He said it is a palm. And publicly he was there. He had a press conference and explained that. He brought other coconut dealers also. And since then, we became friends. Otherwise, I was not knowing who is Uday Mhambro, who is he, how he is. But now he is well-known writer. More than a bhatkar, more than a coconut dealer, he is known in Goa as a writer, as a sahitya baropi is Uday Bab. He has written many books, poems. And he is a regular writer in the newspapers. He is a columnist. He writes whatever he feels. ताजे कडेन ती एक दृश्टी आसा पळोवपाची. आनी ती दृश्टी मनशाच्या काळजांत भितर वता. तुमकां तें पुस्तक वाचतना कळटलें. You will understand how does he explain the whole atmosphere of olden days. हांवूय वाचताना म्हज्या लक्षांत आयलें, अरे हें तर सगळें म्हजें जिवन. I have experienced this. I have seen this. My forefathers have taught me all these things. But the difference between Uday Bab and me, I cannot put it in black and white. He is greater than me. He knows that art very well. That is where Uday Bab is different from me and higher than me. He understands this. Where to catch the people, which is the pulse of the people that has to be touched. He knows it. And very flowingly he writes. जशें आमी म्हणटात एखादी नदी व्हांवत वता, आवाज न करता व्हांवता, आवाज जायना, no sound, but still it flows. That is how Uday Bab writes. आणि म्हणून तो बरयता आनी वाचतना तुमकां दिसता की यू ग्रॅज्युअली गेट इनवॉल्वड इन इट. and you do not know when you have been involved. This is the style of writing. But he is not the only person in his family who writes. There are many other people in his family who are outstanding in many fields. May it be sports, may it be paintings, may it be writings, many things. And in one thing in Goa, that all these people are, whatever he may be, whatever he may be in politics, he may be in literature, he may be in sports, they all are connected together to understand the quality and polity of Goa. They know, they come to the place. We all know की गोंयान कशी चवथ जाता. चवथ is Ganesh Chaturthi. It comes in the month of Bhadrapad. And that Bhadrapad Chaturthi is celebrated as Ganesh Chaturthi. गोंया आमी ताका चवथ म्हणटात. And चवथ is a big festival for us. Everybody who stays wherever he is. If I am in Trivandrum, I will have to go for Chavath in Goa. If somebody is in America, he makes it a point to come there for Chavath. That is how all these our cultural relations are there. And that is the reason why we are here today. We have got those cultural bonds. Some situation 400 years back must have compelled your ancestor forefathers to come to Kerala, to come to Mangaluru, to come to Kochi. Those situations are not today there. Because of the Christian missionaries' atrocities, all had to flee that country, flee that place. Go wherever they are saved, wherever they get protection. So many of you have come here. Your forefathers are here. But the roots cannot be destroyed, my dear friends. Cannot be destroyed. Roots are roots. जितले भितर वतात ह्यो सगळ्यो आमच्यो रूट्स, आमची पाळां मुळां, तितले आमी चड वयर उबे रावतात. That is why we stand firmly today above the earth, because our roots are deeply there in the soil. ही तुमची रूट्स जी आसात, तुमची पाळां मुळां जी आसात, ती खंय ना खंय तरी ती पळोवपाक मेळटा. कोण म्हाळशेचो भक्त आसा, कोण मंगेशाचो आसा, कोण रामनाथी वता, कोण आनी खंय वता, अशें सगळें जें आसात देवाच्या त्या पांया कडेन आमचें नातें जोडलेलें आसा. वी आर रिलेटेड देर. And many of you must be witnessing this particular emotional atmosphere there. Whenever you go there, तें सगळें जें आसा हें पुस्तक वाचतना कळटा. आतां हें पुस्तक वाचपाक जाय जाल्यार आमी सगळ्यांनी हें पुस्तक विकतें घेवन वाचपाक जाय. We must buy this book. It is okay that he has presented the book to me. I have to pay nothing for that. But today's situation is this. We write many books. But the question to my mind comes many a times, are there readers? And if we try to find some readers, we are hopelessly defeated. We don't find any reader, because all of us, including ourselves, our generation, we are very much engaged in our tablets, in our mobiles, on our computers, and our children too, next generation so. And we forget that there are books to be read. This habit of reading books has to be developed, my dear friends. Has to be developed. A special campaign has to be done. We are all sitting here. just while sitting here, peep into your houses from here. How many books are there? What our children do? What our new generation reads? Do we know? We take pride in telling that our new generation, म्हजो धाकटो भुरगो आसा पळय, ताका म्हजे परस चड मोबायलाचें कळटा. He understands more than me about mobile and tablets. Yes, it is true also, and it is a matter of pride also. But at the same time, it means that he has been detached from the books to be read. Because books gives us everything. I always consider that books as our friends, books as our guides, and books as our philosophers. That has to be translated. That has to be transformed to the new generation. Many a times it happens. Many a times, earlier I was in Bihar. And in Bihar, I went to many universities, met the young generation. I was asking them very same question. Do you read books? Many of the school students, they said yes. I was very happy. I asked them, which is the book that you read? Geography, physics, chemistry. These were the answers by the students of 8th, 9th. They never knew there are other books than the textbooks. This is also the fate here. I tried to understand that. We have to cultivate that habit amongst the new generation, read books. But for that matter, bole taisa chale, it has to be. If I do not read the books, how do I can tell my children, you must read books? I must read the books. I must cultivate that habit. I must develop that habit within myself and tell others, read books. I am reading books. And that is why I have a habit. I don't know from where it came. But I have a habit of reading books. And I very proudly can say to you, read books, because I have that habit. That is what we need today, my dear friends. Because persons like literatures like Sanoo ji and Uday Mhambro and all that, they will be writing more and more. But we have to be their readers. We have to purchase the book and read. Probhodha Prakashan can come out with more and more publications, but we have to cultivate the readers too. That is where we have to be. And I had this difficulty also. Because our language has to be developed language. My Konkani language has to be a developed Konkani language. Today just there was a mention about Goa's assembly session. And what was that? Everybody was happy. I am too happy today that Goa was transacting all its business, Goa assembly, in English. When I became the speaker, I started it in Konkani, our language, our Konkani language. Why? Because democracy must be understood by the person who is sitting there in my hut, who is toiling and moiling. He must understand. If he doesn't understand English, doesn't matter, but he understands Konkani. So that was the reason why our business in the house should be in Konkani, our language. We started it, not to take any pride, but in inner voice told me, it has to be done. If somebody else has not done, don't bother. It is now your right to do. And that has to be. म्हजी भाशा म्हाका येना जाल्यार कशें जातलें? म्हजी भाशा हांव उलोवचो ना जाल्यार कोण उलयतलो? When this particular incident happened in Goa assembly, there was next day one editorial in English newspaper. And what they said, because the speaker, that is myself, speaker doesn't understand fluently, he cannot speak English, so he went for the Konkani. And after few days, some of the reporters, they met me and they asked me, what was the reason, why did you switch to Konkani? I said, you know very well what it was, why it was, and why Konkani is to be promoted here, because it is my language. But he said that there was an editorial about you, that you don't understand English, so you tried to come into Konkani, so that all people understand. I said, I don't mind if you call me that I don't understand English. I am not ashamed of it, because it is not my language. But if you say you don't understand Konkani, it is a shameful thing for me. Because it is my language. जर म्हजी भाशा म्हाका कळना जाल्यार वॉट इज द यूज ऑफ माय बीइंग देर. म्हजी भाशा म्हाका कळपाक जाय. इंग्लीश म्हाका कळना जाल्यार ओके, आय एम नॉट अशेम्ड, आय डोंट हॅव रिग्रेट्स फॉर दॅट. बट कोंकणी आय मस्ट अंडरस्टँड. बीइंग इन गोवा, इफ आय डोंट अंडरस्टँड माय लँग्वेज, माय कोंकणी, वॉट एम आय फॉर देर. त्या बरोबर तांकां कळ्ळें, येस एक्झॅक्टली देर इज समथींग देर. तशें म्हजी भाशा जी आसा म्हाका कळपाक जाय, कोंकणीन बरोवपाक जाय. शक्य आसा जाल्यार तुमी सगळ्यांनी कोंकणीन उलोवपाक जाय. उलया, ट्राय टू डू दीस. आमची भाशा ती. मल्याळम उलोवं नाका अशें म्हणना हांव. मल्याळम इज रियली अ रीच लँग्वेज. But also my language of roots is also Konkani. Let us try to speak that. Whenever we come together, let us speak Konkani. What is there? Nothing wrong in it. Nobody will blame us. We are speaking in Konkani. What is wrong? So that habit has to be cultivated within us. म्हाका दिसता तुमी हांगासर बशिल्ले सगळे सुज्ञ आसात. You are wise enough to understand what I want to say. I need not tell you everything very openly. But my language is my language. आज हांगासर कोंकणी भाशेंतलें एका पुस्तकाचो हांगा अणकार प्रकाशीत जाता. इट्स अ प्रायड फॉर अस. हांव गोंयांत थंय आसा जाल्यार म्हाकाय दिसलें की हांगासर आसा म्हणून. आनी म्हजे कोंकणी उलोवपी कितलेशेच जाण आसात. आज हांवें सकाळीं जेन्ना दनपारां म्हाका ज्या वेळार उदय बाब आनी आनंद कामत बी जे मेळ्ळे म्हाका, तांचे कडेन उलयतना म्हज्यो सगळ्यो यादी जाग्यो जाल्यो. हांगा म्हाका कितले कोंकणी उलोवपी मेळ्ळे हांगा येतकच, विदीन जस्ट अ स्पॅन ऑफ 1 month. एंड आय वॉन्ट टू मीट देम अगेन एंड अगेन. कारण कोंकणी भाशा आयज ह्या क्षणाक इट इज नॉट रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू गोवा ओनली. There may be different versions, different tone, different things. But it has become a better bhasha, a longer version has been there. Wider version is there, geographically. So that has to be maintained. म्हाका आज जर तुमचे कडेन कोंकणी उलोवपाक आनीक चड वेवस्थीत मेळिल्लें जाल्यार हांव तुमचे कडेन भरपूर फ्लुएंटली उलयतलो आशिल्लो, ओघवते भाशेन उलयतलो आशिल्लो. पण हांवें तशें म्हटलें, तशें इंग्लीश जी आसा ती म्हजी भाशा न्हय. त्यामुळे कशें तरी तेवटेन तशें करून तुमकां समजुपाक जाय, सो दॅट यू कॅन अंडरस्टँड माय फिलिंग्स एट लिस्ट. दो लँग्वेज इज नॉट अ बॅरियर, बट देर इज समथींग दॅट आय अटॅच टू माय लँग्वेज. आय वूड हॅव लव्ड टू बी कम्युनिकेटींग विथ इन दॅट लँग्वेज टू यू. फुडले फावटी जेन्ना आमी येतले, उदय बाब आनी एकय पुस्तक बरयतले. बाळकृष्ण बाब परत एक फावट ताचो अणकार करतले. प्रबोध प्रकाशन परत एक फावट ताचें प्रकाशन करतले. आनी त्या वेळार आमी सगळेच जाण कोंकणी उलयतले, इतली आशा दवरतां. देव बरें करूं. नन्नी.